have a second by Baron Conway.
At this time, we have a resolution that needs to be brought before the board.
Yes, Madam Supervisor, I would ask the board to adopt a resolution authorizing you to advise the town of Salina of our intent to terminate the assessor's shared services.
I make that motion.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yeah, any discussion on that?
Absolutely. Before we go ahead, John.
Well, as I think I addressed and brought up when this issue was brought before the board before, I believe there was discussion and then there was a authorization to publish for a full-time assessor, and a lot of the facts that I had concerns about were brought up at that point relative to terminating the shared service agreement. So that's all in the record. In regards to an update of information and concerns that I had if we go forward and terminate the shared service agreement that we have with the town of Salina, the GAR Associates has provided information relative to concerns that they have if we move forward and terminate that agreement. And specifically, they say that due to the fact that we entered into the shared service agreement at the same time that we contracted with GAR, that potentially could jeopardize the project that GAR is undertaking. Along with that, it perhaps there could be additional cost due to the fact that part of the agreement with GAR was that Brad Brennan would be the project manager, so to speak, of the project. And the letter that they provided on October 6th specifically says that GAR entered into agreement with the town of Cicero and priced the project based on the current assessor, Brad Brennan, serving as a project administrator for the duration of the project, and the fact that methodology of decisions and whatnot were made with his recommendation and oversight. It also warns that GAR would not be responsible for any delays caused by a change in assessor, and if there's additional time required to bring a new assessor up to speed or adapt his or her approaches, such services will be deemed beyond the scope of our agreement, and they'll reserve the right for extra charges. So once again, that's another, and the letter goes on to address some concerns. So I just wanted to bring that to the board's attention, the public's attention.
And to remark on that, I have since had a meeting with Cindy Bear, who sent the letter, and we have discussed that thoroughly. I was very specific with her in regards to this because obviously with a full reassessment, the applicants that have been interviewed, the qualified people have had some experience with a full assessment. And also, and Cindy recognizes that, and I did say that the full assessment with the proper staffing, which there would be, and it's an understanding that she said she was concerned, but after speaking with me, and she has since sent me a letter or an email confirming the fact that she is comfortable with us proceeding forward with the understanding of a full-time assessor.
And who was this individual?
Her name is Cindy Bear. She works for GAR. And you got a copy of that letter as well. Any other discussion?
Well, I have a similar concern. I mean, this is a major undertaking that started last year and will be completed next year. Bringing in a new assessor about which I know nothing of the candidates, you know, who would have to learn the town, who would have to get up to speed on this process. I just wonder if this is the right time to do it. You know, maybe we should perhaps delay this for a year until this process is finished?
The candidates are two of which I was hoping to share with the board yesterday at workshop to discuss, but I do have all of that available. It's quite a sizable package that will be in your mailboxes, but the candidates are, one specific is a resident of the town, specifically very aware of the town of Cicero, and each one was obviously asked purposely in the understanding of the assessment. And again, as I said, after speaking with Cindy, she was very comfortable with the fact that we were going in the right direction to have a full-time assessor to be available along with GAR, because that's what we hired them for. And they will be performing their special meetings and bringing all the residents up to speed and being available for one-on-one and whatever it takes to get us to that point. I am being very specific in saying that I do not feel that you can coin a position for one specific individual. That an assessor, obviously, if you are certified and you are in the position that a town, specifically with this one, because I've been very involved with this assessment and specifically to the new neighborhoods that are being created and the understanding of the values. And I do appreciate Brad's input. He has been involved as well. But under the circumstances, I feel that we need to have someone here full-time. And the cost savings specific to the position we're looking at is between $60,000 and $67,000, and with benefits would be approximately $93,000. Brad's upcoming contract, because he is contracted, the cost would be for the town approximately $97,000. We, right now, this year, have paid $64,000 for Brad's services at 15 hours a week. Because that's based on Salina's hours. They work less hours than we do.
Is that all you work, Brad, is 15 hours a week? I didn't think so.
It's not 15. Don't
We have
it's 3.5
1:30 to
hours.
go 4:30.
It's 3.5 hours, 5 days a week. I'm not sure what that comes out to. Is it a little more than that?
17.
But that's the minimum that I work. And I have been keeping track of what, for lack of a better word, I'm calling comp time. I know we don't get comp time as department heads, but there's certainly more hours there. There's over 24 hours over and above the minimum already. So if you'd like to look at the timesheet, you'll see that there's a lot more time, especially through 3 months.
Understanding, Brad, and again, any department head, whatever it takes is required to do the job is what we do. But the concern is you are a contractor, you're a subcontractor, and you are considered part-time, and so we pay part of your benefits, we pay part of your 5 weeks vacation, and so you get automatic increment of wages as well. And we pay on the Salina's hours, not on Town of Cicero's hours, which is 2,040 hours for a part-time employee as opposed to 1,940 something. So again, cost savings, and I know that it's been brought up about the $80,000 that we would receive from the state after the shared services, and we were 100%. Cindy herself has admitted that there's no guaranteed money from the state. And they are now looking into a contract with towns, which they expect to propose and pass for the full assessment parcels, where originally they were talking $5 per parcel for full assessment. Now they're looking at $4. It's a 4-year increment, $4 for the parcels the first year, second year is $2 per parcel, third year is $2, and then again, the fourth year, that you must be fully compliant as to physically touch, re-photo all of the parcels within your town in order to receive a $4 parcel. If you are not, you have to give back those previous 2 years of $2 per parcel. And it's the state's, it will tell you whether or not you're fully compliant. And you follow procedures. So again, there is no guarantee of any money from the state. And Cindy admitted that to me.
Right. Part of the, just so everybody knows, part of the project to encourage shared service agreements was the $80,000, which was a sign-on type thing well, at that point guaranteed by the state. You can never guarantee the state of New York. That's for sure.
It's not in writing.
So that's where the $80,000 comes from, and the plan was to obviously keep the rolls current, so we don't have a situation in which has occurred in the town prior.
Which we intend to continue to do.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Tracy?
We're done?
Tracy?
We have a motion wherever.
Mr. Conway.
Yes.
Mr. Jennings.
Yes.
Ms. Zambrano.
Do we need to make a decision tonight? Why?
Yes,
Because
because
the agreement provides that we've got to give them notice by the end of October.
I just feel that like the procedure is being compromised at this point in time, so I say no.
Mr. Corral.
No.
Ms. Boyke.
yes. Thank you.